Hey everybody, welcome to our live. I am Heather and we come to you live every day, Monday through Thursday. And we talk LUMINESS. We talk about what you get in your kit, how to use it, what to do with it, and maybe even other products that you want to see. And we're here for you. So it is a way to ask questions. It is a live. So you can ask questions. And on Monday, we had somebody talk about, ask, can you show us how to break apart the breeze and how to clean it, how to do a deep clean on it? And so that's what we are going to do today. We are going to do and dive into a deep clean of the breeze. And the breeze is this one right here. And so we'll go over that one. Hey, Martin, how are you? Hey, Jeannie, how are you? So let's go over real quick. We always like to go over the start, the beginning. And so this is one of our systems. This is the Icon. We also have the Legend, the Icon Pro, and then of course the Breeze. And that's our new cordless chargeable one. That's amazing that I'll be using today. And we're going to obviously look at cleaning it. But it does come with the 2 bottles of foundation, Love and Blush. And our Love is super high pigmented, meaning it a little bit goes a long way. And so we'll go over how to use that. And then Love as well. I'll touch on that too. And so what we want you to do when you first get it out is these are the best things to practice before even using it. So you do want to make sure that you keep the stylus, keep the breeze 4 finger widths away. And you want to watch yourself in the mirror, move this around, and notice I'm not doing this. The moves I do are very deliberate, but check yourself that every so often, check to make sure you are those 4 finger widths away. What ends up happening is you end up doing this because something's blowing at your face and we're not used to it, or you come in too close because you're used to touching our face. So we're retraining our brains into thinking Luminess and not traditional makeup. And then the last thing you want to do is barely pull down on that trigger. And it is so light. And guys, I cannot tell you this enough either. Very light. You don't want to see it go on. And again, retraining our brains into thinking Luminess and not traditional makeup because we don't want to see it go on. Okay. Man, we had everybody jump on. It is live today. Hello, Elaine. Hello. Good morning, Cindy. Who is it? It just says Facebook user. So who is this? I wonder who it is. Hello, Mia. How are you? Hey, Zandra. Good to see you. Good to see you on the YouTubers. It just says Facebook. Hey, Dell. How are you? Good to see you. Dell, where are you? What location? Tell me y'all's location. Yeah, and I'm still doing this. But thank you very much. All right. Because normally Martin's the Facebook user. So I think we have 2 that are labeled Facebook users. So just so you know, I am watching Facebook and I'm also watching YouTube. And so we go through and we look at, I'll look at both comments and we'll go through and help answer any of your questions. But today we are going to really focus on cleaning this guy, breaking him apart, and kind of problem solving if issues come up. So first thing I'm going to do, I did put, my eyes felt a little puffy today, so I did put extra moisturizer on. Oh, thank y'all. Oh, you're so sweet. Hey, Heather, how are you? Gautier, I like that. Biloxi, Mississippi. I don't know why I have to say it like that, but I feel like that's how you would say it. Right? Isn't that how you would say it? Wells? Oh, Dell, how do they? I'm trying to think what a Wells accent would be. What would it be? But I love that you're watching. All right, so I'm actually shaking up, and this is something that we do. So when we have Tennessee, Wales, Biloxi, Mississippi, South Dakota. Y'all are so sweet. We talk about pre-coverage because I like to go in with pre-coverage and hide those areas that I like to hide in the beginning. You know, so like a Welsh accent. Yeah, that's what I was trying to envision it in my head or hear it in my head. You know, the other voices in my head. Just kidding. And so that's what I was going to try to do it, but I'm not going to butcher that for you. So Mia, you'll definitely want to pay attention because that's what we're going to talk about. Mia said that she's having a problem with the spray. It's spraying lightly. She's pushing halfway down, that she's thinking the needle's clogged. So we are going to talk about that because we do talk about it, or we have in the past, about how to unclog this bad boy, or if you need a deep clean on that. And so we will talk about this. So let's get through the makeup. I'll go pretty quickly if I can, but I'm going to do pre-coverage with my shade 2, the 020, and I am using Rose foundation. Now, the other thing, guys, that you need to remember, and this is a hard thing to remember, is with traditional makeup, we're used to seeing that opaqueness. We're used to seeing that line, and then we blend it out, blah, blah, blah. So, me is in Austin. I love Austin. With airbrush makeup, this blends for you. So you should not see demarcation lines. If you are, then you want to watch that distance. You want to watch, maybe you're not moving, you go back to those 3 steps. So I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to start spraying under my eyes. I make the movements first and then I pull down on my trigger. And as soon as I start hearing it come out, I know I can start moving down. So again, I'm not in one spot twice, but there's overlap, okay? So I can do my T-zone, go back underneath my eyes because I want more coverage than that, because coverage is made by passes. Make it by pass. So I'm not going to sit here and cover, because then it's going to get gross and blah. So movement, as soon as I hear it. When you practice with the water, if you put water in here and hold it 4-finger width, keep moving and barely pull back on the trigger, practice with water. Because a couple of things. 1, you're not wasting the product. 2, water weighs heavier than the makeup. So if you can airbrush and your face is just wet and not running down with water, then you have a better idea of how to airbrush. But the other thing is to listen for these clues. So you can hear the difference between no air coming or just the air coming out and product being let out. And so make sure that you start picking up on that. And that will help you. If we were all in a room and everybody was airbrushing, I'm gonna do my lids too, I think. And everybody was airbrushing and I closed my eyes, 1, I could tell you who was out of makeup, and I could also tell you who was pulling down too hard, because you can hear that, okay? You will be able to hear when you are letting too much product out. Zandra said that she still has problems covering spots. Good morning, Amber. Then let me get a couple more drops of just my pre-coverage, which is my shade 2. If you're having, now guys, know that it will happen, okay? Don't get frustrated, but every time you have this in your hand, you're learning, okay? When you are focusing on one particular spot, make sure you're going to pull back even lighter. Oh, you do, yeah. You're going to pull back even lighter, but go back to it. So let's say, I covered it pretty well. I think I have a spot like right there. Let me do it right here because I have these like sunspots here. So if I'm going in, I can focus on that. Okay, can y'all see them? My sunspots right there. So I can focus just like it shows you. Okay. But then I can boop, 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 go around, cover some more stuff. And then I can come back and cover that again. And look at that. So you can concentrate on, but see, just right there, I don't know if you can, because it's not that bad. Maybe I can. Right here, I went. So I'm going to tap that out. Make that go away. And then I have some more down here I can cover. So just cover them a little bit and then keep going and then go back and cover it. You can focus on those little areas or those little problem areas, sunspots, demarcation line, sunspots or acne or whatever. But I cannot stress this enough. Pull back lightly. Lightly. Guys, this is already dry, okay? So it should never feel super, super wet. If it does, if it feels wet or sticky, then you're pulling back too hard. Now, that's okay. Just know that that's what you're going to get up to. And you can take your finger off the trigger, just use the air to dry it. All right. So now I'm going to take my blush. Hey, Debbie, how are you? I'm going to put, maybe this one's getting, the BB is in there and I can't get the makeup out. Hold on, let's go to another one. This one is almost empty. Shake this one up. 1, 2. And this is Soft Rose. I was going to do the plum, but I'm out. And then put my 2 drops right in here. And then I can come in a little bit closer because I'm just working on my cheeks. And those who are new, yes, I am doing blush first before the rest of my foundation. Okay, look, see that little hot spot? I know that's going to be a problem when it dries because it does intensify. And what did I do? It's gone. Guys, there's no mistakes when airbrushing. So I still have my 2 drops. Thank you, Dell. I still have my 2 drops in there. And now you see the blush. Now, our blush, of course, will bloom. It is going to come up a little bit, right? So that's why, let me turn this off. That's why I did the blush first before I do my foundation, because then when I do my foundation, it's going to blend everything. I do too. Zandra on YouTube said that she uses the Soft Rose on her eyes. And I do that too. I love it. So I'm using Rose shade 030 or shade 3, turning on my system. Okay, this is perfect actually. Okay, I want to show y'all something real quick. So I had 3 bottles of the Rose 030, and I put them before the live, I put them all together. So I only had 1 bottle. So you do want to make sure that you are shaking these bottles up, and you want to shake them very well. Now, the fact that I put 2 bottles into 1 bottle, I didn't shake this enough. And so when I turn on my system, nothing's coming out. Okay. So what I want you to do, I'm going to close this so it doesn't, back bubble it. And that will help mix that in there, kind of move it around. Since I didn't shake it well enough in the bottle before I put it in here, I'm just going to back bubble it. And now it's coming out. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all understand? Has anybody had that happen? If it's not coming out, back bubble it. And now it is. And you might need to do it a couple of times. And we're going to do, I didn't clean this very well last night, or what was it? Tuesday, Monday. So I'm going to go in, make my passes. And what ends up happening is the blush, where it might be a little bit too bright, is going to soften. Make my passes, make my passes. And there we go. Whoop. And see how it softened that blush. It's not as it was in the beginning. Now, everybody also asked if they should powder afterwards. I find with airbrush makeup, I don't need to. But when I first started, it was hard for me not to, because I was so used to powdering makeup. So that is going, and that's just as a makeup artist, but that's going to be up to you. Okay. How your skin is. Are you oily? Are you dry? Or do you get shiny throughout the day? Is it just your T-zone? So that, do you only like a matte look? So those things are, that's going to be per you. What I do find is if I powder with a translucent powder first before airbrushing, that keeps me matte all day long. It helps in my T-zone and it gives a very polished look. Does that mean you can't powder afterwards? No. So you can powder, and I'm just doing like that much. You can powder afterwards if you feel like you need to. There's a new breeze. We don't have it. We have a breeze that's the double speed. Is that what you're talking about, Debbie? Okay, so I'm taking, of course, my go-to nude and Notte palette. And I think I'm going to do only matte eyeshadows today. So I'm going to get a flat eyeshadow brush, if I can find mine. Where are you? There he is. And what do I want to do? I'm going to use the light matte, which is probably a little bit lighter than my skin tone. And I'm putting him all on my eye, from brow bone to lash line. Okay. So doing that, and I don't always use like the light eyeshadow. Most of the time, and this is a way to save time as well, you can use just your skin color if you wanted to. Just work with the shade that I just got an eyelash in my eye. Work with the shade that your eye is. So you can do that, but since I'm going strictly matte, I'm going to go in and do that. Okay. Then taking, what matte color do I want? We'll step it up a little bit. I'm going to take like a light to medium brown in matte, and I'm going to do that on my crease. Now, if you do have, the breeze does have 2 speeds. If your eyes are hooded, if your eyes come over a little bit, you can do this. You can just lift it up and start blending in that crease. Now with that, with hooded eyes, you do want to make sure that you blend up the eyeshadow. So when you let go, you can still see some of the eyeshadow. Mine do not have names on them. So for the light color, ooh, I just drug my finger in that one. Sorry about that. For the light color, I use these two. And then the color I'm using right now is this one. Mine do not have names on them for some reason. And so I'm doing something very light, kind of a light medium brown in that crease to bring my eyes up. I know. We have a good amount of people in here today. All right. So now I'm basically contouring my eyes, guys. And so I'm bringing it up. And then now I'm going to go in, and I only do one side to show you the difference. I'll go to a medium dark brown. So not a true dark brown, but a medium dark brown. And then I'm just going just right in this corner. Not picking up my brush, just blending back and forth. See how just blended a little bit, nothing on that side, but see how, and if you need to hold this up, you can. It depends on how well my Botox is, if I need to help raise it or not. But just making a little bit of some darkness here will make those eyes pop even more because we're creating more depth. And the lightness in the front part will open it. Can y'all tell the difference? Can you tell? Camera 1, camera 2. All right, so now I'm going to go over here and do it here. Now I am just blending, 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 not picking up the brush. Making that even out a little bit. And so I just created a little more depth. Now I'm going to go back to my flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to go in with that medium brown. And line. Underneath. Now, a lot of people don't line underneath, and that's perfectly fine. You have to find what's going to work for you. What's going to be the best look for you. If you feel like it weighs you down and it doesn't work for you, then don't do it. But I am going to go in, and on the top, I'm going to use our Temptation eyeliner, and I'm just going to tickle my lash lines. So taking the liner, and I messed up a little bit there, so I'm just going to wipe that down a little bit where that little bump is. And whether you do a thicker line or a thin line or a thick line, that's up to you as well. I always tell people it depends on if I mess up. If I mess up, the line's going to be thicker. And this liner dries quickly. And it has incredible staying power. It's the one my mom uses. She loves it. I'm just pulling it off. I got it on my lashes, so pulling that off. Zandra, call customer service. If you broke off the top, I don't know if they can send you a new one, because I don't know if it's the lid, but you're not alone. I broke mine off too, so don't feel alone. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. So taking a fluffy angle brush, which is not that one, Going through all three. Going a little bit on my forehead. Just kind of evening me out a little. Like, so yeah, to Luminess's point, was she, yes, Mia does come in brown. Oh, everybody has. So yes, they will replace it. There you go. I didn't even know that. So that's awesome. Yeah, because there is a 1-year warranty. So call customer service, or my favorite thing is to direct message them through Facebook. I think it's the easiest way to do it, just because of you don't have to sit on the phone. Just send them all the information and they'll take care of it. The Whisperer says, I want one. Oh, you got the 2-year warranty? Whisperer, you should get one. All the cool people are doing it. Go online and check them out. We have payment plans. You can try it for like $19.99 or $29.99. Let's try it for 30 days. And then you can make payment. Of course, you know I'm lining with the Dusty Rose. There we go. Okay, so the only thing I have left is mascara. But I'm going to do that off camera just so we can get to the cleaning. All right. So let's do it. So we know that we always run the Tip Top Cleaner, or if you don't have Tip Top Cleaner, you're going to run water through it. Let me clean this off a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to put my Tip Top Cleaner. And then as I'm running it, I'm going to close my lid though. As I'm running it through, I'm going to back bubble it. Run it through. Back bubble. You might want to put a towel over it, like a tissue over it. And I just keep doing that. I keep blowing it out, back bubbling it until it runs clean, runs empty. And then you're done. Okay. Now, couple of things. When you put it under the water, don't put it under the water. If you use water, get a little thing and put the water in through there. To clean it, if you're having any issues, that's enough to clean it. If you're doing that every single time, then you're set. But this guy will, and it's just one little turn, boop, pop him off. Okay. You can check, make sure he's clean, which he is. Then this is the nozzle, and you can twist him off. He's just screwed on. And then you can clean this guy. And this one does have buildup. And because it's off my breeze, you do want to be careful because that needle is pointing out. I can clean him. So I'm going to take some Tip Top Cleaner. I'm going to put some on a Q-tip. Clean them inside on the tip here. Get them all nice and clean. All right. Let me get another paper towel because that one's gross. I love it. Oh, you take it up. Yeah. So you don't get that. Yeah. You don't want to get the base wet at all. That's where the electronics are held. So I'm just putting my Q-tip in here, cleaning them a little bit better. me run a little bit more to rinse them off. Dry them off. Ooh, looks so much better. All right. So now I have my clean nozzle, and then very delicately put him back on, and then you're going to screw him on until he tightens where it's tight. It's gently tightened. Don't go, oh, and then no, just boop, stop. Then you're done. Okay. Then I'm taking, make sure you put, I have put this on upside down, your tip, and this guy just slides. I put him on back, or I put him upside down. Yep. Slides on. So I just doop. Can you see what I'm doing? I just put him in there and there. That might be upside down. Hold on. Yeah, there he goes. So you want this guy level. If it has that slant, it's on upside down. Having trouble. Mia, what part? This part or the nozzle? The little screw in there. Which one? You should be able just to unscrew it. And now I'm going to blow a little bit more Tip Top Cleaner through. And there we go. Oh, you can still back bubble. And do that, and then just do that until it runs clean. All right. Now I made a little bit of a mess. So one thing, if you are taking these parts off, I highly recommend either laying a paper towel or a washcloth down so you have that place to put the parts so they don't roll off or, you know, get lost or go down the sink. So that's just a little side note. So, all right. So hopefully that helped, guys. But if you are cleaning it with the Tip Top Cleaner with water every single time you use it, then you got it. So yeah, Mia, this one should just, if you're holding it facing, you should be able to just do that. I'm hoping. If not, I don't know, because it shouldn't be on that tight. Maybe get one of those, you know, those things you use to open up jars. Maybe get one of those to help unscrew it a little bit. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey, and see if you can't open it that way. So let me know. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope everyone has a wonderful day today, and we will see you next time. Remember, we do come to you live Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. So I hope to see you back. All right. Bye for now.